Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. We're gonna go ahead and start your mid end of the month reading. Let's see what we got going on for you. I've already saged and cleansed the space. We're gonna throw 3 oracles and one another additional oracle deck, and we'll see what overall messages we get for you. Okay, first one we have is wall, misunderstanding. Second message, we have crown, so honor and respect will come to you. Beautiful, I love that for you. And oh, that one popped out, so we'll take it. You have feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. All right. And final one we have is wind chime, peace and harmony. We'll do one, this oracle. And we have cleanse, the number 30 could be significant. Clear space for positive energy, Taurus. All right, so what are we getting here? All right, so for some of you, I feel like there's someone in your circle that you really hold dear, but there's some deceptive energy. Either this person really isn't trustworthy, has talked about you before to someone else, and you've heard of it, or you'll hear of someone really speaking ill on your name. But you will, okay, so what they say could be misconstrued and interpreted in a different way. So much so that when you speak to this person to clarify, because you will address the what was said with this person, you'll both come to an understanding that it was not how they implied it, right? So I feel like there's a conversation that's going to be had with someone that you heard spoke about you, but it wasn't what they meant, right? This is someone really close to you, someone that you did not expect would have such a comment come out from their mouth, but it is something that you will talk about and will discuss amongst each other in order to come to some sort of resolution. For some of you, I am hearing that it could be a child or a really close family member that you love and appreciate. And so it'll be something that kind of hurts you, but you will talk about it and things will work itself out. For others, I do feel like at work you are really looked up at as a leader. If you're not in leadership, um, you're really in high regard with your colleagues, with upper management if you are not in leadership, and also if you are in leadership with your peers. I feel like you're highly esteemed at work, and so that is something that you really thrive at, and you're really good at when it comes to making your money, making sure that you are on your grind, that you focus on work. You're really good at making sure that you maintain that stability and that security at work. Okay. For some of you, I do feel like you have to clean up your space. Some of you may be going through like some sort of, I feel like there's clutter in your space. So if this is you, you're being asked to clean your space. Okay. I'm hearing hoarder. I don't know who needs to hear that. There, you have too much of something. You have to clear your space, okay? So that good energy comes into your space. Somebody has too much of something. That chair that has clothes on it, clear it up. Sweep. Being told to sweep. Time to sweep. I don't know. Somebody needs to sweep. All right, let's do some oracles. Let's see what's going on here. What's happening here for Taurus? Give me messages for the sign of Taurus. Thank you. Online obsession. What else do we have for the sign of Taurus? Envy watching. Okay, so if you have a strong online presence, if you have some sort of channel, or you make money with social media, you got somebody that's like stalking your page. Somebody's stalking your page. Somebody's watching you. If you split with someone, this person keeps a very close watch on your page. They see, they want to see if you moved on. They want to see if you're dating somebody. They create fake profiles to just kind of keep tabs on you. It could be either an ex or an ex of an ex, or an ex of your partner. Take it however it resonates. But there's somebody who you live rent free in their life, in their heads. Go ahead. What else do we have for the sign of Taurus? Thank you. Yeah, this could be an ex. Okay, could be an ex that didn't stand. He or she couldn't stand a chance. Will give you nothing but, surface level bullshit. Wasn't really showing up when they were supposed to, and then when you finally decided to do you and to cleanse and get rid of them, now they are all stressed the hell out because they realize what they lost. Okay, I feel like this person was very inconsistent, didn't really give you much to work with. And so when you finally stepped away, that you decided to really do you and to love you above all, now they're feeling your absence. Okay, so all they can do is stalk, literally. What else do we have? Thank you. Jealousy. Yeah, I feel like this person was really insecure. Okay, this person really was insecure. You are probably somebody who looks really, really good and or attracts a lot of people, and so that was something that they couldn't handle. They couldn't handle that you would get so much attention. Okay, and so that was something that you guys would constantly argue about because it's not anything that you can control, right? And so they could not understand that, and their insecurity and their jealousy was just unbearable. And I feel like that's why you walked away. All right, you have a long distance love here. This person could have been at a distance, okay, or they don't live near you, or they moved from where you are. They moved away and now they're just stalking you online. For others, I do feel like there is another connection coming in that you may meet either on online dating, or you can meet while you are away at some sort of trip or retreat or business trip, I'm hearing too. Um, this person will be at a distance, so if you meet them, they're not close by. What else do we have for the sign of Taurus? Coming in for Taurus. Yeah. Okay. So there is someone new coming in for you, Taurus. Definitely. There's something new coming in here. You're starting a new chapter with something or someone. You are ready to kind of start new, clean. For some of you, it could be a new business idea, or a new job that's coming in for you. For some of you, you may be moving. I feel like there's a move. There's a move coming in for you as well. Or you may be contemplating moving. Jesus. Yeah. Situational single. I feel like some of you were in a connection that you felt like you were dating somebody for the sake of saying that you were dating somebody, but you were always really single. You know how when you were somebody and they make no impact, no significance in your life, and you still feel like you're alone. It's like, how can I say it? Being with someone, yet you feel alone. That's where you were. Like it's like you were with somebody to say you were dating, but you might as well have been single kind of energy. And so technically it just never, because the person just wouldn't give you much. So that's what you walked away from. For what you're walking away from if you haven't left yet. Yeah, you're going to level up. You're leaving, or you've left this connection. You're moving on to bigger and better things, okay? You're either really focusing yourself on work, you're, increasing your money. I hear several different financial streams of finance. What the fuck am I trying to say? Some of you may be having more than one like job opportunity or financial streams of income is what I was trying to say. Streams of income. For others, I just feel like you're going to start a new connection with someone who is so much better than who you came out of and your last partner. What else do we have for Taurus? I do feel like there's somebody that was kind of behind the scenes that allowed you to do what you had to do in that old connection, but was always kind of there, but not there. And now, like, once you're done with this person, that person is like, all right, so you ready for me kind of thing. And you're gonna be like, yeah, all right, we could do this now. I'm bothered. You're done with this last connection. You don't give a fuck anymore. You truly don't care. You're that person. That person could call you 1,000 times a day, because I feel like that person is constantly calling you from different numbers, from fake numbers, and you're not. You're choosing your peace over anything. You're choosing your peace. If the new person coming in doesn't give you peace, you'll throw them to the curb as well. All you're looking for is peace, mental sanity. You're not trying to do anything chaotic anymore. It's a wrap for that. You're using your intuition. You're being really wise when it comes to letting someone into your circle. You're not into surface level shit anymore. You're focused on your money, on your paper, on your mental sanity, on your peace. Okay, you're at a point in your life where you're not putting up with anybody's shit anymore. And at the end of the day, you're following your guts and your instincts. And when you start doing that, you're gonna call in your soulmate. Okay, the right person is gonna come in. The right person's coming in for you, and it's only because you did the shadow work. All right, you're not pulling in toxic or negative energy when it comes to love. Okay, you're pulling in that soulmate. You're done with the bullshit. You've done it for far too long. What else do we have for the sign of Taurus? I love this for you, Taurus. One more for the sign of Taurus. Thank you. Healing arrow. I can't make this shit up. Okay, you're healing. You're doing the shadow work. You did the inner work. I feel like you contributed to a lot of the failures in connections, but you've come to terms with who you are, where you need to work on, what you need to work on for you first, in order for you to bring something more refresh, a clean new slate, right? Fresh new slate to the new connection that's coming in. You want to come in healed, and that's your focus. You're not bringing in that toxic energy anymore. Like, you're leaving that shit behind. It's a wrap. All right, so we're gonna pull one of the African goddesses. We're gonna see what African goddess you get and what messages she has to give you, and we will close out your reading. Okay, what messages do you have for Taurus? What African goddess would like to give a message for the sign of Taurus? Please give me one African goddess for the Thank you. All right, let's see what comes out for you. You have Mama Jumbo. Mama Jumbo. She means shine. So let's read what she's about. The number 32. 32 could be significant, okay? See what we got going on here. Mama Jumbo. And I'll keep her up here so you can see her. Mama Jumbo says, she is the goddess Mama Jumbo glitters as guardian of the lush green forests of Guinness-Bissau. If her name sounds familiar, it's because Mama Jumbo's name was misconstrued by colonizers and replaced with the term mumbo jumbo, meaning gibberish. Still, she shines. She shines, I'm sorry. All right. Excuse me. Mama Jumbo's guidance to you is the following. You were born to shine. Be seen. Be heard. Be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters, and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. Her declaration to you is the following. I am ready to be seen and heard. Basically, what Mama Jumbo's guidance is that you need to make sure that you're putting yourself out there. You're being seen. Don't let anyone dim your light. Be heard. Be very much yourself. Be a whole movement, okay? Make sure that you speak your truth, that you stay true to yourself, that you don't let anyone else dim who you truly are, okay? Forget about criticism. Forget about judgment. Forget about rejection. If you have to live this world for everyone to like, you'll never be yourself. And Taurus, I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for still being here. If you're still here, don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, remember kindness matters. I love you. Bye.